Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The Chase viewers were left fuming as a contestant managed to slip through the net 3 times during a head-to-head with the Dark Destroyer, aka Shawn Wallace. The Chase fans were left seething on Thursday, January 30, after a contestant managed to dodge elimination 3 times. In the latest episode of the ITV quiz show, Tavin, Sharon, Ruman, and Sally went head-to-head with the Dark Destroyer, Shawn Wallace, in a bid to win a hefty cash prize. After Tavin and Sharon were knocked out, it was Ruman's turn to face the Chase. The Manchester-based contestant racked up an impressive £8,000 in his cash builder, earning him praise from Shawn for his quality performance. "Pulled out some great answers in the cash builder, mate. You're a good player, a really good player," he complimented. Despite losing the first 2 players, Ruman opted for the middle offer. He started off strong but soon began to falter, with Shawn hot on his heels. However, Shawn also started missing multiple questions, giving Ruman more chances to stay in the game. "I tell you what, you are absolutely playing a blinder with the old pressure presses, mate. That is an unbelievable tactic you're using there," a stunned Bradley Walsh commented. After dodging elimination 3 times, Shawn finally caught Ruman on the last question, reports the Liverpool Echo. "You should have gone the first time, but it made it an exciting final chase," he admitted with a sigh of relief. "Superb player, for a young player as well. We get a lot of young players who come on and sort of freeze, but he was absolutely fantastic, especially in the head-to-heads." Viewers rapidly flocked to X, previously known as Twitter, to vent their annoyance at the head-to-head. One viewer posted, "How the F has Shawn let him off 3 times?" Another chimed in with, "Going to be here all night at this rate," while a third commented, "Not happening with this game today. Even Brad looks like he's given up." A fourth fan echoed these sentiments, stating, "3 attempts to get him out, and Shawn has missed each time." Bradley Walsh's jaw dropped for the 3rd time that afternoon, the studio lights catching the bewilderment in his eyes as the contestant, a grinning 27-year-old named Ella from Brighton, miraculously avoided elimination yet again. She wasn't the fastest nor the most confident, and she definitely didn't know the capital of Uzbekistan. She guessed "ooh" with a shrug that made the audience giggle. But somehow, in what fans were already calling the luckiest chase in history, she had survived 3 relentless face-offs with the chaser, Mark Labette, by a single step every time. "Bradley, I don't know how I'm still here," Ella confessed, clutching her hands to her cheeks, laughter bubbling through her disbelief. "Ella," Bradley replied, throwing his hands in the air dramatically, "I'm done. I'm giving up. I give up." The audience roared, a standing ripple of laughter echoing across the set, as Mark Labette rolled his eyes, scribbling something on his notes before muttering, "Unbelievable." "You know you can't leave, Brad," Mark teased, but even he was trying not to laugh. "I'm telling you," Bradley continued, pacing theatrically in front of Ella, "I have hosted this show for years. I have seen players who are quick, I have seen players who are brilliant, but never have I seen this much luck on one stage." Ella's luck had begun when she guessed Dolly Parton on a country music question with absolute uncertainty, earning a point that saved her from Mark's clutches. The second was a pure fluke. She tapped 1923 instead of 1933 on a history question, and Mark somehow got it wrong as well. The third was the most outrageous of all, a tricky question about Greek mythology, where she panicked, closed her eyes, and hit Hermes. Mark answered Apollo. Correct answer, Hermes. Bradley dropped to his knees with a groan, slapping the floor for comedic effect as the crowd erupted. "I can't take this anymore," he declared, and the moment was instantly clicked for social media, destined to go viral with captions like, "Bradley Walsh losing it on the chase." Ella, giggling uncontrollably, mouthed "I'm sorry" to Mark, while Bradley wiped imaginary tears from his eyes. "You're not sorry," Mark shot back with a smile. As the next round approached, Bradley finally stood up, composing himself as he faced the camera. Folks, if you ever think you're unlucky, remember Ella here, who has avoided elimination 3 times in a row on live TV. And as your host, I officially give up. I'll just stand here and let the universe decide. Ella made it to the final chase, her underdog energy and the crowd's cheers pushing her forward, as Bradley, still shaking his head with a grin, announced, "Right, let's see if your luck holds, Ella. If it does, you're taking Mark's money today." And somewhere, the viewers at home were already screaming at their TVs, loving every second of Bradley Walsh finally throwing in the towel to the unstoppable force of pure luck on the chase.